Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject maths in standard 8. In this video, we are going to start our chapter number 16, surface area and volume. We will study some important formulae. We will solve the questions from practice set 16.1. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my videos. Chapter number 16 is surface area and volume. We have studied surface area in our 7th standard, surface area of cube and cuboid. For this, I recommend you to watch my video of perimeter and area of standard 7th. Name of chapter is perimeter and area of standard 7, practice set 47. I recommend you all to watch my video of standard 7. So, where I have explained about the total surface area of cuboid and total surface area of cube. So children, when we see such type of object, this is Rubik's cubes. This object is having 6 faces. All the faces are of square shape and all squares are congruent. So when there are 6 faces, all faces are square shape and all squares are congruent, such type of object is known as cube. So total surface area of cube is 6L square. And when we have got the object like this, where there are 6 faces also, but all faces are rectangular in shape and all rectangles are having different length and breadth. So upper rectangle and lower rectangle, these 2 rectangles are congruent. Front rectangle and back rectangle, 2 rectangles are congruent, and 2 side rectangles are also congruent. So in this way, two rectangles are congruent in such type of object. This is a box where we can see 2 rectangles left side and right side, 2 rectangles front side and back side, 2 rectangles upper and lower. So in this way, 6 rectangles we can see, 2 rectangles are congruent. Such type of object is called cuboid. So for cuboid, total surface area is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus length into height. And the total surface of cube is 6 into L square. So this is the diagram for cube and this is the diagram for cuboid. So in cuboid, we got length, breadth and height. So we can consider this as the length. This can be considered as breadth. Okay, this is the breadth. And this can be considered as the height. Okay, this side is height. This is length. And this is breadth. So in this way, in cuboid shape object, we have got length, breadth and height. But in cube shape, all the sides are of equal length and that's why here only L is there, 6 into L square. So in this way, we have got the formula for total surface area of cuboid and total surface area of cube. This year, we are going to study the volume formulas. So volume of cuboid is length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. This is the formula for volume of cuboid. And volume of cube is L into L into L, that is L cube. Volume of cube is L multiplied by L multiplied by L, L cube. And volume of cuboid is L into B into H. So what is actually volume? The measure of space occupied by solid is called volume of solid. So this much space is occupied by this cube. This much space is occupied by this cube and that's why this is known as volume of this cube. So these are the solid figures which occupy some space. We are going to solve the sums based on volume of cuboid. So let us solve the sums. So the formula on which questions from practice set 16.1 are based is volume of cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height is equal to L into B into H. So we will see the questions based on this formula. Let's start practice set 16.1. Question number 1 of practice set 16.1. Find the volume of a box if its length, breadth and height are 20 centimeter, 10.5 centimeter and 8 centimeter respectively. So as height, breadth and length is given, three dimensions are given, that means the box is of cuboid shape. So actually we have to find out the volume of a cuboid. So let us see how to start the solution. For a box of cuboid shape, because length, breadth and height is given, so we will be writing the box of cuboid shape. Length L is equal to, we will be writing all the dimensions. Length L is equal to 20 centimeter. L is 20. Breadth B is 10.5 centimeter and height H is equal to 8 centimeter. So we will be writing all the dimensions first. We have written all dimensions. Now all dimensions have been written. Now we will be writing the formula. Volume of a box as box is having length, breadth and height, we will be using volume of cuboid formula. Length into breadth into height, that is L into B into H. Okay, L into B into H. We will be substituting the values now. 20 into 10.5 into 8. 20 into 8 multiplied by 10.5, we will multiply, we will do this sum orally. 8 5s are 40, 0 written, 4 carrying. 8 zeros are 0 plus 4 is 4 and 8 ones are 8. So 84.0, because this number is having one digit after decimal point. This number doesn't have any decimal point, so the answer should have one digit after decimal point. So we are getting 84. That means 20 multiplied by 84. Now we will multiply by 20. This 0 as it is I write. 2 4s are 8 and 2 8s are 16. 1680 cc or cubic centimeter we can say it as. So volume of box is 1680 cc cubic centimeter. Therefore, the volume of a box is 1680 cc. In this way we can write the answer. Now let us read this second question. A cuboid shaped soap bar has volume 150 cc. Now volume of cuboid shaped soap bar is given. Find its thickness. We have to find the thickness. Length is 10 centimeter and breadth is 5. So length and breadth is given. We have to find thickness. That means we have to find the height. Length, breadth is given. We have to find height. Volume is also given. So let us see the solution. For a cuboid shape, soap box, what is given to us? Volume is equal to 150 cc. Okay, then we have given length also. Length L is equal to 10 centimeter. Breadth B is equal to 5 centimeter. We have to find the height or thickness. Thickness means height. Now let us apply the formula for volume. As volume is given, we will be applying the same formula for volume of cuboid shaped soap box. Volume of cuboid shaped soap bar is equal to L into B into H. length into breadth into height. Now let us substitute the values. Now volume is given to us, volume is known to us, it is 150 cc. So below volume we will be writing its value 150 is equal to, as it is below equal to sign, we should write equal to sign. Length is given 10 centimeter, so length 10 multiplied by breadth is 5 multiplied by height or thickness we have to find out. So I write height h as it is. Now 150 is equal to 10 5s are 50 multiplied by h. Okay. Now what I will do, I will bring this 50 from right to left. Okay. So it is multiplied by 50 on right hand side. If I bring it on left hand side, it becomes divide by 150 as it is. I write this 50 we bring from left to right, it becomes divide by, on right hand side only h is remaining, so I write h as it is. Now we can cancel here, 0 0 cancel first, 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. So 3 upon 1 means 3 is equal to h. That is h is equal to 3 centimeter. Height is in centimeter because length and breadth is given in centimeter. That's why height will be in the centimeter and volume is cc. That means cubic centimeter. So therefore write the answer statement. Therefore thickness of a cuboid shape soap bar is 3 centimeter. In this way we have to write the answer statement also. Question number 3. How many bricks of length 25 centimeter, breadth 15 centimeter, height 10 centimeter are required? So length, breadth and height of a brick is given. So whenever length, breadth and height of any object is given, it means what? That object is of cuboid shape. When 3 dimensions length, breadth and height are there, that particular object is of cuboid shape. Similarly, by using these bricks, we have to build a wall. The length of wall is 6 meter, height is 2.5 meter and breadth is 0.5 meter. That means wall is also cuboid shape because 3 dimensions length, height and breadth is given. So we have to see that how many bricks are required. That means we have to find the number of bricks to build a wall of length 6 meter, height 2.5 meter and breadth 0.5 meter. Let us see. Here the dimensions of bricks are in centimeter and dimensions of wall are in meter. So first we have to make them equal. We can convert this meter into centimeter. Converting meter into centimeter becomes easy than conversion of centimeter into meter. When we want to convert meter into centimeter, what we have to do? We have to multiply it by 100 because we all know 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So let us do it. We will start from the bricks. For a cuboid brick, we write all the dimensions of brick. Length L is equal to 25 centimeter, breadth B is equal to 15 centimeter and height H is equal to 10 centimeter. First we will find out the volume of cuboid brick. So we write here volume of a brick. Volume of a brick is equal to length into breadth into height will be equal to 25 into 15 into 10 will be, the unit will be cc, cubic centimeter. I am not multiplying here, I am not writing the answer of this multiplication. I will keep it as it is 25 into 15 into 10 because afterwards we will have to divide and it becomes easy for calculations, and that's why I am not writing the answer of this multiplication below it. I am going to keep it as it is. Now let us see for a wall. For a cuboid wall, we will be writing the dimensions, that is length, breadth and height. Okay. So length is equal to length is 6 meter. So as I have told you, bricks dimensions are in centimeter and walls dimensions are in meter. We will convert this meter into centimeter. So 6 into 100 centimeter, that means what? 600 centimeter. Similarly, this is length L. L is equal to, now height h is equal to 2.5 meter. That means what? 2.5 multiplied by 100 centimeter. 2.5 multiplied by 100 means what? 25 multiplied by 100, we get 2500. In this number, after point one digit is there, so in answer also there should be one digit after point. So it will be 250.0 centimeter. After point 0 is there, it doesn't have any value. We write only 250 centimeter will be the height. Now let us write the breadth. Breadth is 0.5 meter. So I will be writing breadth B is equal to 0.5 meter. So it will be equal to 0.5 multiplied by 100 centimeter. So that means what? 5 into 100 will be 500. Now in this number, after point one digit is there, so in answer also there should be one digit after point. So we will be having 50.0 centimeter. 50.0 means 50 centimeter. So in this way, length of a cuboid wall is 600 centimeter. Height of a cuboid wall is 250 centimeter and breadth of cuboid wall is 50 centimeter. Now we will be finding out the volume of cuboid wall. Volume of a wall is equal to length into breadth into height will be equal to 600 into 250 into 50 cc, cubic centimeter. Now all these units are in centimeter, so we can write here cubic centimeter. Now we have to find out number of bricks to build a wall. So therefore, number of bricks required to build a wall will be equal to volume of wall upon volume of a brick, volume of one brick. Okay, volume of a brick. So here we have got volume of brick, which is equal to 25 into 15 into 10 cc. This is volume of brick, which is 25 into 15 into 10. And this is volume of wall, which is 600 into 250 into 50. So I will be writing volume of wall in numerator 600 into 250 into 50 upon, in denominator we have to write volume of brick 25 into 15 into 10. Now we can cancel 1 0 this with this 1 0. Now cancel this 60 by 15. 15 ones are 15. 15 fours are 60. 25 ones are 25. 25 tens are 250. Now see, all the numbers from the denominator are cancelled. Nothing is remaining. 1 1 1 is remaining. So if 1 is there in the denominator, we don't write. Let us see what is remaining in the numerator. 4 multiply by 10 multiply by 50. That we are going to write here 4 into 10 into 50. 4 tens are 40. 40 into 50. 0 0. 4 fives are 20. So how many bricks we are required to build the wall? Number of bricks required to build a wall are 2000. So I will be writing the answer statement now. Therefore, 2000 bricks are required to build a wall of given dimensions. In this way we can complete this sum. Now see the last question of this practice set 16.1. For a rainwater harvesting, a tank of length 10 meter, breadth 6 meter and depth 3 meter is built. So for storing a rainwater, a tank is built and its length, breadth and depth means height is given. That means it is cuboid in shape. We have to find out the capacity of tank. That means what? We have to find out the volume of tank. And then how many liter of water can it hold? That means when we get the volume of this cuboid shaped tank, we have to convert that volume into liter. So let us see how to solve the sum. We will first write down all the dimensions given in the question. For a rainwater harvesting tank, okay, or for a rainwater tank also we can write. What is given to us? Length L is equal to 10 meter, breadth B is equal to 6 meter and depth means height H is equal to 3 meter. So we will first find out volume of tank. Volume of a tank is equal to length into breadth into height. Length is 10, breadth is 6, height is 3 meter. Okay, so 10 6 are or 6 3s are 18. I write 10 as it is. 6 3s are 18 because it will become easy to multiply. 18 zeros are 0 and 18 ones are 18. Now see children, all these quantities length, breadth and height are in meter. So the volume will be in the cubic meter. Or we can write meter cube. Now as volume we have got meter cube, we have to find out the how many liter the water will be hold by the tank. Okay, how many liter water will be hold by the tank we have to find out. So capacity of tank we have got 180 cubic meter. Therefore I will be writing capacity of a tank is equal to 180 cubic meter. Now we have to convert this cubic meter into liter. So we know that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. Okay, cubic meter means what? Meter cube. It means what? 180 meter cube. 180 cubic meter or 180 meter cube, one and the same thing. Either you can write cubic meter or we can write meter cube. So 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. We have to convert this 180 meter cube into liter. So what we have to do? We have to multiply it by 1000. Therefore, how many liter of water can it hold? Therefore, the quantity of water hold by tank will be equal to 180 multiplied by 1000. 180 multiplied by 1000 liter. So it will be equal to 180 and then these 3 zeros, 1 2 3 liter. So how much it is? You need tens, 100, 1000, 10,000 and lakh. That means 1,80,000 liter is the capacity of this tank.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.